Hello guys, my name is Marco. How are you doing today? Is your day doing really good? Or is today going down the toilet? You know, just to let you guys know, you're not alone. You're not by yourself. Just know that everybody's going through hard times right now, but we still gotta be strong and kind of make everything really happen, okay? Okay, so on this video, got my drink. On this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a snapback Mickey Mouse hat. Now, I've seen this quite a lot on the internet, but I decided to, you know what? I want to do one because I like Mickey Mouse. I got into, here's the thing. I love Mickey Mouse. I always liked Mickey Mouse, but I got into it a little bit ever since I watched the Ghosty Mane or something like that. Ghosty Mane or something like that. That artist, he put a whole bunch of Club Mickey Mouse, old school Mickey Mouse, and I started getting into that. But regardless, I still think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, so there's that. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Cheers. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is a hat. I got myself a snapback hat. This one was actually the brim was really flat, but I just curved it a little bit. Snapback, all black. I got this one on, I would say eBay or something like that. I will put a link in the description to where you guys can find hats like these, like plain hats, solid colors on eBay and Amazon, whichever place you like to shop at. So there's that. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need these nuts and these bolts that I have here that look like this. Now these ones are just like, you know, the nut and a bolt, they just twist it around. It kind of looks like this. If you're able to get one that is like this small, but then also a little bit more longer, that'll probably be a little bit better. But yeah, that's just how it is. And basically we're gonna be used this is that this is gonna go threaded inside the hat, and this is gonna be the outside, and this one is what's gonna basically is gonna make it so it can, you know, tighten this thing up. So the next thing you're gonna need is this. This right here is one of those things that you use to put it on your head like that. And this one actually cost me $1 at the dollar store. It came with two of them. It came with the pink one, and it came with this black one. The pink one, I actually used this so I could test things out. So there's that. So that's one thing you're gonna need. The other thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need this, which is a wood burner. Now this wood burner cost me around 10 to 11 bucks at Walmart. It's a really good wood burner because what we're doing, instead of like drilling, you know, the nut into like here, to drilling it, we get to like burn it, and we get to burn out a hole. So that makes it a lot easier. So we're gonna have to like burn because we're working with plastic, and plastic doesn't do so well with making holes. Like it would work, but there's a chance that it's gonna crack or something like that. So I would just recommend this. So there's that, because it makes it a lot easier. Plus, comparing a drill to this is more cheaper depending on which one you get. Just make sure when you're using a wood burner, just make sure that it is very dangerous. It gets really hot and everything like that. Always wear safety glass, and also note that some of them might come with this little knob thing. Make sure that you do have it on, and make sure you do have it off. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get the hair thing, and we want to remove this fabric that is on it. So I'm gonna use the scissors, and I'm just gonna just cut a little slit on the end, so we can just like pull off this fabric right here, so we can get exposed to the plastic that is on it. So now we want to do, we want to get this, which is a wood burner, and one of the things I want to do is kind of like cut off the ends of this, because if I were to use scissors, it would have been like, you know, it would have cracked, stuff like that. So I'm just gonna burn this with the wood burner. Make sure you are careful with the wood burner, just because it gets really hot. So don't burn yourself, and make sure you wear gloves. So now once you get done, one of the things I did is that I did bend it a little bit just to make it a little bit more wider. Now we're gonna use some duct tape. So what we're doing with this duct tape, we're just gonna tape it on the inside of it, because one of the things we're gonna do is, wait, let me just finish duct taping this. We're taping the inside. Now we're taping it onto the hat. One of the things that we're doing, we're just labeling it so we can know when we're gonna put our little holes, so we can put the Mickey Mouse ears on. So right now I'm just labeling it. I'm only gonna do one side just because I could just horizontal the other side, as you guys see here. So now we got that thing labeled where exactly we want to put our ears. Now we got that, we're gonna remove it from the thing. And one of the things I did is that I used a wood burner again, and I actually wood burn a hole on it where I did the label. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the one of the screws, and as you guys see, I'm making a hole on here, as you guys see, and I'm getting one of the screws and I'm just putting it on the inside to see if it'll fit. And that's basically what I'm doing. You know, see if it'll fit. You know, you don't need, you know, like a screwdriver, or not screwdriver, but like a you know, like a clamp or something like that, or something that will help you put it in. Just make sure it's big enough. And now I just cut it out to like smaller pieces. Cut the other side as well, as you guys see, because I labeled them when I had it inside of the hat. You know, just make sure that you make the holes first before cutting the these sides, and then I just remove the tape. And this is how they should look like. These are going to be the support system, so they can support the thing, the ears. So now I got this, and then this is how they should look like when you put them in. I put 2 of them just so it can hold it much more better. So yeah, so there's that, and that's how they look like, you know. So now what we're gonna do is take the hat, and we want to do is we want to make sure exactly where we're gonna put them in. So we're just aligning them, and then I'm gonna use this white crayon pencil, and I'm just gonna mark, you know, where I feel like it should be. So there I'm marking one point, and then I'm marking the other point. And once we get done doing the whole markings, as you guys see, I'm gonna take my wood burner again, and I'm just gonna burn small little holes, because if I would have used the scissors, it would have been like it would not look so clean. So I'm just doing small little holes on here, so it can look really good. So now when I get done doing the holes, I'm gonna go ahead and thread this piece onto both of them. So once I thread them, it should look like this. And now I'm gonna put in the bolt, or this thing that is right here. I'm gonna put it in the inside, and I'm just gonna screw it in. And then once it gets done, it should look something like this. And basically what this is going to do is just going to act as a small, you know, support system. So now what I got to do is got to go find something. I got to go find something that is round so we can make the ears. So right now it's set to go on my fridge. Okay, so now what you're going to need is a piece of paper. Once you get a piece of paper, you will need something that is round. To me, I've used this that was round. Then once you trace this onto that piece of paper, you need to cut it out, and you should get something that looks like this. To me, it's a foam board, just scrap that I had, so this is how it is. So now what you want to do with this is you want to get this and measure it. Not sort of measure, but kind of like look at it to see if you like it, how it's gonna fit on the hat. And then once you get done doing that, you want to kind of like sketch out kind of like a little curvature right here, and then you want to cut that out. Already did it, which looks like this. And now I'm gonna see if this actually fits into here. It looks good. you know, just make sure you only need one. You know, now this is not going to be the material we're going to be using. So now what you want to do, you want to get a piece of foam like this. This is a white piece of foam. It's thick like this. So what you want to do is you want to grab this and you want to like trace it onto here. Now I'm going to try my hardest to see if I could trace, I need to trace 4 of them inside here. So I'm going to see if I could do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Just got done cutting 2 of these. Now here's the thing. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put these things like this. And I'm going to go ahead and sand them out so they could be really kind of like flush. Okay, so now that you got done doing both of these things, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this, which this one is called Weldwood Contact Cement. I bought this at Walmart. This is meant for like I don't know, multi-surfaces and stuff like that, but this is really good when it comes to like what's it called, when it comes to like foam. Now here's the thing about this, okay, when you're going to be using this, it does come with a brush. There's that, but then also make sure you do this thing outside and make sure you wear a mask, because it does it has a smell on it that is not going to be good. And also we are going to be putting some on this side, and also we're going to be putting some on this side, and then we're just going to leave them there till the glue can get dried, and then we're going to go ahead and put them onto our ears. Why do we need to wait? I don't know. This glue needs to get dried. Once it gets dried, then it's able to be put inside here. And the reason why we're doing that, like before we're painting it, because we need to like sand this so it could look really nice. So yeah, that. So what we want to do is paint them black, because that's the way it is. Now here's the thing, foam doesn't work well when it comes to paint, especially spray cans, because that's what we're going to be using. So what we need to do is put another substance on it so it could work. So what we're going to be using is this product called Mod Podge. And Mod Podge, this is the glossy one. They make different types. You can get the glossy one or you can get the matte one. Doesn't really matter. Mod Podge is essentially, it's a glue sealer. When you use it like glue. It works like glue because it is kind of like glue, but once it gets dry, it just becomes really clear. So that's really good, and this is going to help us to paint it with black. Now when it comes to the brushes, I'm going to be using this foam brush, because this foam brush is really good, so it won't get so much brush strokes, and this one actually does help with that. You still see some, but not as much. Now when you are using Mod Podge, make sure that when you get done you wash them, because if you don't wash your brushes, they could become really hard like this. This one's kind of like already broken. See that? How it broke. The good thing about these brushes is that if you do end up messing up, these are really cheap, so you don't have to worry about that. But I would recommend being able to reuse them as much as possible. So this is how the hat looks like with the Mod Podge put on and already dried. It doesn't really take that long. Put it outside, it will get dried in 30 minutes, or you could just put a fan on it and it will do that trick. That's what I did. So now what we're going to do, you can put as much layers as you want on it. To me, I just put one. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put masking tape all around the hat except for the ears, and I'm going to go ahead and spray paint it. I'm going to be using a matte black so it can complement the hat. Got done duct taping the entire thing with this blue tape. Make sure you get it everywhere. Make sure it looks good. And also the paint that I'm going to be using is this one, matte black spray can. It looks like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint it. Okay, so this is how they turn out. I think they look really cool. Really do look amazing. I'm going to show you guys some B-roll how it looks like. Now I really do like this. I didn't thought it was going to turn out this good. Now here's the thing, I am planning on making a different pair from these, just because these are Mickey Mouse ears, and you know Mickey Mouse is owned by Disney, and I would like to do something that's kind of like originality. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So that's about it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and see you guys later. And yeah, bye.